Oh, Mr. Michaels, it's good you're here. I wanted to come and see you.
See me? Why? Has someone else been murdered?
That's not entirely clear yet, but there has been a death at your castle on your estate.
What? You're kidding, Zach.
That's something I would never do, Mr. Michaels. Please, accompany me to the castle. The inspector would like to talk to you.
I'm coming.
Here, come and look, see? That's the place. That's where Gregory was killed. But they have already taken him away.
Right by a stone skull.
There's nothing more to do here.
I take it the inspector wants to talk to me, Zach? And he's gone ahead and is waiting for me in the castle, right?
It would appear so.
Ugh. It's blood. Greg's blood. I just can't believe he's dead. Killed by a skull. Unbelievable. And what's this here? Black mildew? Strange. I always thought mildew grew in dark and airless places. Funny to find it growing here in this well-ventilated spot. The castle really seems to be slowly decaying. It's high time it was renovated. An even better idea would be to fumigate it thoroughly. Steve.
Yeah?
Can you tell me exactly how the accident happened?
The stone skull from up there hit Greg.
Yes, I thought so. But how could that happen?
I don't know. Greg was on his own out here. He was gonna clean the facade, like you said. Perhaps he took a break for a little pee, and when he was walking under the skull, bang!
I guess the ancient stone had been weakened by the fire. It just broke off. Maybe the vibrations of the drill shook the wall, and then the loose chunks simply fell down.
You can tell yourself that if you like, but if you ask me, nothing happens here just like that. This castle is jinxed, and everyone knows it. The walls are alive. When we bricked up holes, they were there again the next day, and it was just like that with the skull. It was just waiting for someone to stand under it before it fell down. That's how I see it. Please don't be offended, sir, but I don't want to be next.
What does that mean, Steve? Are you quitting?
Yeah. I'm sorry, sir, but I should have listened to my wife. She didn't want me to work here from the very beginning. Better to work for Murray without paid breaks than in the Black Mirror Castle without a head. That's what she said, and I should have listened to her.
Steve, please, wait.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. And if I may give you some advice, find someone to buy the castle off you. Some rich acquaintances of yours from America. And until then, don't stand still under a stone skull.
There's a whole load of gas cans here. All empty. That's a shame. But I'll take one with me. I may be able to fill it up somewhere. Inspector, I'm sure there are a few questions you want to ask me.
But you know, I can actually predict what your answers are going to be. I know you, and I'm sure you'll have a watertight alibi.
Yeah, I was with Dr. Winterbottom anyway. Exactly as set out in my bail conditions. Ask your constable.
Bravo! A cast iron alibi. You see, I didn't even have to waste my breath talking to you. I'll just have a look around here in this big castle full of old works of art that must be worth a fortune. I'll find out what I need to know from wandering around this huge estate, Mr. Legacy Hunter.
That's enough! I'll have no more of your insults. I don't know what you're busy figuring out in that miserable little skull of yours, but I don't want to know. I'm not any old castle creeper fumbling around aimlessly and who takes the blame for everything bad that happens. I am a landowner and the master of Black Mirror Castle, a powerful lord. And what are you? A small-time disgraced cop. So get out of here, now.
Okay, Adrian.
Sir Adrian Gordon to you from now on. And don't come nosing around here again until you've got a search warrant. Wow, that was long overdue. I won't take this anymore from anyone.
I'm not just anyone, I'm a Gordon. And not just any of them, I am the only one. The last of the weakling Marcus line will be the first of the mighty Mordred line.
Yeah, from now on, I'm alone in the castle. Nobody else here. At last, I can have some peace. Nobody wants anything from me, no alibi, no money, nothing at all. I mean, apart from my ancestor, who just wants to take ownership of my body. I better not waste any more time in finding out what Victoria meant when she said all that stuff about the Menhirs. What did I just say? Nobody wants anything from me. What's that? Oh, I guess someone rang at the front door. What have we here? More mail. A letter from Murray? What does that creep want again? We will charge £100 a day for as long as the hotel key has not been returned. A bill for over £500 for 5 days? What, was I staying at the Willow Creek Hilton? Now that I live in the castle, I don't actually have to see Murray again. But I still got the hotel key, and I'd love to rub the old crook's nose in it in person. Hello, Murray.
It's always a pleasure to see you, Mr. Gordon.
Mr. Gordon. Huh. So the fact that I'm the last descendant of the famous noble family hasn't escaped you.
Indeed. The whole village is talking of nothing else.
So you will also be aware that not only does the name belong to me, but also the entire Blackmere estate.
My warmest congratulations on your wonderful inheritance. And, naturally, my sincere condolences for the loss of your dear grandmother.
Great-grandmother. And you can keep your dumb pleasantries for your tourists, the last who come and stay with you. In fact, I'm thinking of turning the castle into a hotel. A veritable Gordon's Palace. Everything here you've stolen, even the name. I could sue you for that, Murray. Is that clear? And I think I might just do that.
I admit, Mr. Gordon, we may have had some little differences of opinion. But you won't forget, will you, that I have always helped you. It was I who got you out of jail, and it is also me you have to thank that you didn't freeze to death in the woods. As you were lying there, unconscious, I sent Phil to you and got him to bring you to the hotel. As a man of honor, are you going to repay that with a petty legal dispute?
Your so-called willingness to help is nothing more than a cynical maneuver. Someone has to put a stop to your game once and for all. Don't forget the photos from your cupboard that clearly prove you've been using blackmail to supplement your pocket money. You'd be finished if I made that public.
Mr. Golden, I appeal to our friendship.
Friendship? You're nothing but a miserable parasite that gorges itself on the blood of its host.
I've been your host for too long. Not anymore. I'll make sure you won't find another poor sap you can bleed dry. I'll become your parasite. How long do you think you can hold out against me, you worm? Huh? And I'll look on you as you're destroyed and take delight in your pain.
And one day you'll also wake up in a cellar next to dead bodies. If you wake up at all.
Have a nice life.
I showed him. He who will take care not to spoil my plans again. How easy it is. Just exert a little pressure, and the whole world buckles before you.
To whom could I next teach the meaning of fear? Tom, or maybe the tattooed fellow inmate, or the amusing old wench who always runs away when she sees me. These annoyances must be eliminated right away. I wonder why I haven't asserted myself before. To live by pure hatred.
Holy crap! That doesn't sound like me at all. More like what Victoria said about Mordred when he started to change. He didn't trust anyone and became more and more hostile. Damn. I've really got to pull myself together. I'll pay Phil a social visit. He's been locked up down there for 3 days now. Whoa, jeez! Phil is dead. I can't tell how he died. Maybe it's my fault. Anyway, I locked him up and maybe he died from extreme hunger and thirst. But wait a second. I locked the cellar door when I left, and it was open when I came back. Someone must have been here in the meantime. Hey, where's that skinhead gone? Can I ask you something briefly? Where's Spooner?
He's taking the rest of the day off. I think the accident at the castle has taken it out of him.
Poor guy. Do you have any idea where Matt went to? I didn't see him in the village.
He was in the pub yesterday, but where is he today? Don't know. You could submit a missing persons report.
In the next life, maybe. Do you know the story of the Gordon brothers, Marcus and Mordred?
No, but I know the story of Tom and Bobby, and that's enough for me.
Okay. Perhaps you should have a look at the abandoned house. I think there are some strange things going on there.
I see. What kind of things?
I'm not exactly sure, but I think people are tortured there.
Okay. What else would people do in an abandoned house in the woods?
Why does no one take me seriously here?
You want me to read your statement out to you again? Bloody rituals, ancient curses, a mysterious order, and a murderous twin sister.
Never mind. Forget it. Constable, do you know what I'm doing right now? I'm looking for demonic portals. They were built here before the Holy Ghost had even dared think of Jesus.
Ah, yes. Well, happy hunting.
Goodbye, Constable. You could sit and eat here. There's nothing to buy anymore, though. Doctor?
What's troubling you, Adrian?
This curse, it really exists.
Adrian, you mustn't convince yourself of that kind of thing.
I've officially lived in the castle since this morning, and we've just had our first death. A workman. That just can't be a coincidence.
Oh.
Catch you later.
Take care.
Hello?
Hmm?
Hey, do you know Ralph?
The tennis coach from Ipswich?
Surely not. The Ralph I'm talking about is a bit mentally, well, challenged.
Oh, then perhaps you mean Mrs. Puff's husband.
No, I don't think that's him. Has he got a doll called Mr. Bubby?
What? No, you must mean Bobby.
Well, whatever. Forget it. There's a rundown house on the road that goes to the lighthouse. Can you tell me anything about it?
A pathologist used to live there, I think. He was also murdered there. But wild horses wouldn't drag me there.
Maybe I'll see you later. This shack is even creepy during the day. Maybe Ralph is in his shack again. Ralph?
He isn't here.
It's me, Darren. I rescued you from the cellar. I once gave you a flute by the ruin. Do you remember?
Yes, Darren. But I broke it. I didn't mean to.
Tell me, Ralph, have you ever come across the White Lady?
I know lots of white ladies and men. They've got overalls on. They have needles and knives. They stab with them. They're evil.
And here in the woods, are there white ladies here too?
One, yes. She runs around here looking for someone. But she won't find Mr. Bubby. I hide him.
How you doing, Ralph?
Mr. Bubby has lost an eye.
How long were you locked in the cellar?
100 years.
Phil, the guy who locked you up, is dead. Ralph, did you hear? You don't need to worry anymore. No one's gonna hurt you.
And the other one? What about him?
Which other one?
His mate? Is he dead too?
No. Who's that? Do you know his name?
Mate. Phil called him mate when he was there.
And when he wasn't there?
Tad face.
Maybe the layout of the menhirs is important. I'll note it down on my map. I'll lay a piece of paper on the map and use it to note down all the important information. I'll mark the position of this menhir with a cross. I've now drawn in 3 menhirs. That's the 4th one. Yes, of course. They built the castle around a menhir. They probably carved the foundation stone directly out of the menhir when it had to be hidden. I'll mark it on my map. Is this the stuff Greg wanted to use to clean the facade? It's an industrial cleaner. I've only seen as many warning notices as this on bottles of acid. I'll take it. And the brush as well. There sure is enough cleaning to do around here. Looks like Lewis hadn't taken his job seriously for quite some time. Wow, this cleaner is really powerful. It's even removing the marble. That was painted to look like marble. The statue's actually made of, I bet it's some sort of local stone. Granite, maybe. I should have thought of that earlier. The statue is made out of the same stone as the other menhirs. And someone, at some point, carved a statue out of it. I've marked off all 6 menhirs. We'll see what I can find out with this. Those menhir stand-in stone things around the castle are in exactly the same formation as this constellation. But what have those portals got to do with it? And where's the entrance? A link to the church passes through a site of a menhir. Maybe there's a portal there. I could ask the priest about it. A line from the menhir to the gateway ends in the middle of the woods. It's gonna be fun trying to find the right place. But I think the way to the crossroads in the woods does lead in the right direction. I don't really want to roam around the woods until I've been to all the other places on my map. Strange. So a line from the foundation stone through a menhir ends up at the hotel. There's absolutely no way I can imagine a portal being there. Maybe in the vicinity of the hotel. If you draw a line from the foundation stone through the site of the standing stone, you end up right by the academy. And there's one of these portals there. So, the line from the foundation stone through the greenhouse ends near a swamp. I ought to check the place out. Anyway, I should check at the ruins to see if there's still an entrance there. Hello, Father.
Welcome back, Adrian.
Miss Antolini, Victoria's nurse, what do you know about her?
She was sent by the diocese. They have very well-trained nursing staff, competent and trustworthy.
You didn't know her personally?
I know the manageress of the diocese, Mrs. Puft. She's the wife of the brother of the mayoress, Mrs. Puft, her sister-in-law.
Yeah, but you've never met Miss Antolini.
I saw her a couple of times when I visited Lady Victoria. Made a nice impression.
I'm the last Gordon. Sounds like the last Mohican. What does that actually mean to me?
My son, you don't have to remain the last one. It's up to you whether it's the end of your lineage or a new start.
So, if I should decide to become a Catholic priest, then it would pretty much be the end.
You can still think about it. Your inheritance isn't just of a spiritual kind, it's also material. There's also the Black Mirror estate to manage. Presumably also the one in Wales. A huge responsibility, but also a huge gift.
And what about your church? It was built by Marcus Gordon, so it must belong to me now, too?
The gift isn't that huge. Marcus Gordon built it, but he was also a loyal son of the church, and always gave everything back that he got from it. Wormhill Church belongs to itself, and, of course, the people here.
Father Frederick, I found a letter here, a very old letter. Please have a good look at it.
But it's from the Vatican, from Pope Innocent III himself. Do you know how valuable this is?
You mean if I auctioned it, I'd get a few bucks for it?
Yes, a few suitcases full. But I didn't mean the material worth. Pope Innocent is regarded as the most important pope of the Middle Ages. He called out the Fourth and Fifth Crusades and formulated the foundations of the pontificate, which is still used today. If this is an original letter from Pope Innocent, then it's a very extraordinary document. A dictum of trust from the church to your family ancestors. You can be really proud of your family.
Wow, that's the first time I've heard that.
Until now, I always thought it was a rumor. But you've got it here in black and white. Your family has been personally chosen by the Pope to fulfill an important duty.
Sounds more like they were damned by it to me. It's quite obvious that this duty outgrew them pretty quickly.
We're all tested by God, and it's a challenge for every one of us. But only steadfast faith can lead us through the darkness to the light in the end.
Please have a closer look at the letter. It mentions a shade portal.
Yes, that's true. One big one and 5 small ones. But I've never heard about them before.
These 5 small ones probably mark the entrances that lead to the big one. The big one must be the shade portal that's described. Either way, I definitely think that one of the portals could be here under the church.
Under the church? But that's not... But no. That really could be possible. Samuel visited Marcus's grave back then, and what can I say? It collapsed. It's been inaccessible since then. I was very saddened by the incident, but if you think about it, that kind of thing can only collapse.
If there's a cavity underneath, bingo!
But doesn't it say in the letter that the entrances have been sealed, so that no one could ever reach the big portal? And that the Gordons must make sure that it stays that way.
Exactly. And I'm the last Gordon. After me, there's no one else to take care of it. That's why I've got to get rid of this whole thing for good. Thanks for the help.
May the Lord be with you.
A pile of firewood, I assume. Almost everyone here still heats with wood. It's covered by an old door, which protects it from the rain. The door even has a round glass window in it. The pane of glass is loose. I'll take it with me.